said it before, I'll say it again. This whole economy is being propped up by the consumer. Despite the trade tensions with China, slowdown in business investment here in the U.S., the labor market's in terrific shape and the consumers are flush. So if we want to understand what can work in this environment, we got to catch up with a true retail expert. I'm talking about Adrianne Shapira. She's the managing director of Eurazeo. Eurazeo, that's a new company. Eurazeo Brands, well, from when I knew you. It's a retail-oriented private equity firm. Shapira's a legend. She spent 13 years at Goldman Sachs, where she taught me a ton. She's the managing director in global investment research, covering the broadline retail sector. She then became the CFO of David Yurman, design jewelry company from 2012 to 2016. Just today, we learned that her private equity firm bought a minority stake in Herschel Supply Company. That's the company best known for its hipster retro backpacks that my wife loves. So let's take the pulse of the consumer with my friend. Yes, I'm willing to say that, even though I know it's not about friends, it's about money. Adrianne Shapira, and learn more about Eurazeo's brand's latest investment. Ms. Shapira, welcome to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. So good to see you.
Well, I mean it when I say you taught me so much. You were the best retail analyst on the street for years and years and years. Then you decided to go out on your own. And tell us about this one, because this is a brand that, frankly, I was trying to figure out who owned it. Because I see it everywhere.
Founders. Three brothers in Vancouver. It's Halloween. I brought you a treat. So backpack for you. But yeah, we're super excited. This is our fifth investment at Eurazeo Brands. And what's so exciting is that they really disrupted the category 10 years ago. Two brothers in Vancouver, Jamie and Lyndon Cormack, saw that the backpack category was much more functional, and they brought quality design, craftsmanship, and their badge. And what that did is it added a heartbeat to the category. They really recognized that consumers were valuing travel, adventure, and they wanted Herschel to be part of the journey, and that's what they did.
Okay, so now you obviously looked at financials ahead of time. They're not inexpensive. They're good looking. Yeah. Look, they're not schlock. They're really good. So are they selling? I mean, in other words, okay, and is the consumer, do we draw a conclusion that Herschel's doing great, or that Herschel's doing great and the consumer's doing great?
Well, it depends. I mean, Herschel is doing great, and I've got this hip sack here. I mean, just when you thought I couldn't get any chicer. Look at that. So I am so cool going through the TSA line. I mean, what they bring is a great aesthetic and travel and mobility. I mean, everything has to be hands-free, right? I mean, you've got so many phones you're juggling, and so what they have done is brought smart solutions to the modern multitasking consumer. And you feel well-traveled. You feel super smart when you've got Herschel that has thought through a lot of these things.
You have a lot of other cool brands that people don't know are yours.
Yes.
Once you tell them, all the hipsters will know, because that's really what you put together. Go ahead.
Thank you. Alongside my partner, Jill Granoff, when we launched Eurazeo Brands about 2.5 years ago, we had the great opportunity, thanks to our CEO, Virginie Morgan, to birth brands. And Eurazeo is a $18 billion listed private equity firm, but on the heels of the great success
they had in
Paris, yes. But on the heels of the great Montclair success, our CEO, Virginie, thought, let's go after consumer differently. Right. So she charged Jill and I to think about consumer brands in a way that really resonated with the consumer, who is talking and tugging at the heartstrings of consumers today. So we have $800 million allocated on the balance sheet to invest across 6 consumer verticals: fashion, beauty, home, leisure, food, and wellness. We've done now 5 investments, 2 in beauty, Nest Fragrances, and Pat McGrath Color Cosmetics. In activewear, we've invested in Bandier, and in food and beverage Q Mixers. And today, super excited about Herschel.
The Q is brilliant. It's brilliant. Because
Brooklyn-based.
Yes, I know, Brooklyn-based, and it's just crushing it, because no one wants the big old brands. It's just like Bud. Right. Q is craft versus Bud.
Right. No, it's true. The emerging brands are winning in such a meaningful way, because, again, how we shop is obviously being disrupted. Right. And as a result, consumers can the transparency drives great knowledge about these brands. And so the consumer demands a soul. And so now... A soul.
Consumer demands a soul.
Yeah.
But people think Facebook's phony, and they think Instagram's phony. Do they have a soul?
Well, I think what we found is our founders, all of our 5 investments are founder-led. They are unbelievable, soulful people, and they've got great stories to tell. And as a result, consumers really resonate with that. I mean, when you light a Nest bamboo candle, it creates a mood.
Right.
When you're wearing Pat McGrath cosmetics, you feel beautiful. When you're wearing Bandier, you feel strong. Q, I mean, a spectacular cocktail with an addition of Q. And Herschel, you feel super smart when you travel.
Yes.
So all those things, I think really resonate with the consumers. And I think given Jill and our operating expertise, I think we recognize that, again, consumers are demanding much more for brands than just, just what was the past.
But I see these brands resonate in social media by people who love them.
Right.
I mean, really, I think, isn't that part of the allure and part of the sales?
Yeah, people want to be part of the tribe. People want to be part of that movement.
No, this is new from when you were at Goldman, right?
Yeah.
That was not the case.
Right.
Is the department store dead? You covered them all.
Yeah. Well, look, I think boring is dead. I think
boring is dead.
Yeah. I mean, I think what's happening is
that's good.
There's a wedge between winners and losers, right? And so I think winners are almost like good husbands, the ones that care and listen. You know what that's like. And so if you care and listen to the consumer, you're winning.
Well, look, congratulations. This is a very big deal. I know everybody was talking about it today. You got to come on each one of your deals because you have the pulse better than anyone I've ever met. I'm not kidding. The best pulse. She knows more about retail than anyone I've ever met.
That's very nice.
I'm sorry?
No, thank you very much. Let's also excited that we've got co-investors with this deal.
Absolutely. Okay, that's Adrianne Shapira. She's managing director of Eurazeo Brands. Stick with Cramer. Emily, back.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.